In the spring of 1876, tensions on the northern plains of the United States were at their peak. The discovery of gold in the Black Hills of Dakota Territory in 1874 had drawn thousands of miners into sacred Lakota territory, violating treaties signed just a few years before. The United States government demanded that all Lakota and Cheyenne bands surrender and move to designated reservations. Many leaders refused, including the great Lakota chiefs Crazy Horse and Red Cloud. By June of 1876, General George Crook led a force of approximately 1,000 soldiers, cavalrymen, and scouts from Fort Fetterman into the Montana and Wyoming territories to force compliance. Crook's objective was to locate and engage hostile native bands before they could unite. Intelligence reports indicated that a large Lakota and Cheyenne village had been spotted along Rosebud Creek near the Wyoming border. Crook believed he could surprise and crush them before reinforcements arrived, but he underestimated the coordination and determination of the native warriors. On June 17, 1876, General Crook's troops advanced through rough terrain of the Bighorn Mountains and rolling plains toward the Rosebud Creek. Scouts reported signs of the native encampment, including horse tracks and smoke from lodges. Crook divided his forces into mounted and foot units, intending to launch a surprise attack at dawn on June 17th. At first light, his soldiers came under sporadic fire from small groups of Lakota and Cheyenne warriors who were already aware of the army's approach. Crazy Horse, renowned for his battlefield cunning and rapid maneuvers, rallied warriors from several bands. The Lakota and Cheyenne attacked in waves, using the terrain to their advantage, retreating behind ridges and reappearing to strike again. Throughout the morning and afternoon of June 17th, the battle raged across 10 miles of rolling hills and wooded areas along Rosebud Creek. Estimates suggest that between 1,500 and 2,000 Lakota and Cheyenne warriors fought under Crazy Horse and other leaders, including Sitting Bull's scouts. Crook's forces attempted to hold defensive positions while launching counterattacks. Soldiers endured scorching heat fatigue and the constant threat of ambush. The native warriors demonstrated remarkable discipline, coordinating flanking movements and cutting off supply lines. Some cavalry units tried to charge, but they were met with accurate rifle fire and quick counterattacks. Reports from the battle describe the bravery of both sides, including soldiers who defended artillery pieces despite heavy losses, and warriors who risked everything to protect women and children in nearby encampments. By late afternoon, it became clear that Crook's army could not break the lines of the Lakota and Cheyenne, and the threat of encirclement forced a cautious withdrawal. After 6 hours of intense fighting, General Crook ordered a retreat toward Goose Creek. The battle had inflicted casualties on both sides. Crook reported 12 soldiers killed and 25 wounded, though other accounts suggest higher numbers. Native casualties are estimated at 15 to 25 killed and around 30 wounded, although exact numbers are uncertain due to the scattered nature of the engagements. The victory at Rosebud Creek was significant because it prevented Crook from joining forces with General Alfred Terry and Colonel George Armstrong Custer, which was the original U.S. military strategy to encircle native forces. The morale boost for the Lakota and Cheyenne was enormous. The warriors returned to their encampments, knowing they could defend their territory against U.S. military forces. Leaders like Crazy Horse gained legendary status for their tactical brilliance and ability to inspire warriors against a better-armed opponent. The Rosebud victory delayed the Army's campaign, setting the stage for a larger and more famous conflict later that summer. The Battle of the Rosebud is often overshadowed by the Battle of Little Bighorn. However, historians argue that it was Rosebud that determined the outcome of the 1876 Montana campaign. Crook's retreat disrupted U.S. plans, and Custer's 7th Cavalry, unaware of the full strength of native forces, would face disaster at Little Bighorn on June 25, 1876. Rosebud demonstrated the skill, courage, and strategic awareness of the Lakota and Cheyenne warriors, military intelligence and planning. It was a testament to the power of unity among tribes facing overwhelming odds and a reminder of the complexity of frontier warfare. Crazy Horse's leadership, the coordinated defense of families, and the tactical use of terrain all contributed to a defining moment in native resistance history. What if General Crook had succeeded at Rosebud? The Battle of the Rosebud was not a footnote. It was the moment native resistance reshaped history. By stopping Crook on June 17, 1876, Lakota and Cheyenne warriors changed the balance of power on the northern plains. Their victory bought time, unity, and confidence before Little Bighorn. This was strategy, courage, and survival. How different would history be if Rosebud had ended in defeat? Subscribe at HistoryTX for more true stories of native resistance and forgotten battles.